system, I started with the Django framework to develop the REST API for their application, and then there I spent around 1.8 years with them, and then switched back to Harman Connected Services, and now working with Harman Connected Services. Here I am handling the dealership management software, and that is on the Django framework, and spent more than 4 years with the Harman Connected Services. And here my roles and responsibility to have the new feature on board on their software, as well as the production and pre-production defect fixing, then the incident review, as well as the managing the team of 3 members, reviewing their code, getting requirement means done from them. Yeah, this kind of roles now I'm playing.
Okay, all right. So could you please tell me the meta class in Python? What is meta class in Python?
Meta class is nothing but it's what we say. The means the information we want to have, means more information about the base class.
Okay. Can you provide a practical example of how they can be used?
Mm, how they can be used. Means I never use. That's why.
Okay, all right. Now move on to the next question. So have you ever used NumPy?
NumPy not.
Okay, you don't have any idea about NumPy. Okay. Uh, can you please explain the generator in Python?
Yeah. Generator is nothing but means it's the simplest way of iterating over the object, getting the one element at a time in the memory, and this was implemented by using the yield keyword. And means instead of, means it's similar to writing the functions in Python, but instead of return keyword we have the yield, and yield will return one value at a time, and pause the execution of the function. Yeah.
Okay, so how are they different from the regular function?
Actually, in the regular function, what happen is that, means whatever code we return, right, in the regular function, that all executed at a time. But with the generator, means whenever we means in the execution point, they encountered with the yield statement. That time means from there the object is returned to the caller, and stop the next execution will be stopped there. And this means generator is iterated through the next method, or we can iterate them through the for loop. Means for loop have that implementation to iterate over the generator.
Hello. Yes, yes. Okay, all right. So now move on to next question. So how frequently you are coding?
Yeah, means daily I'm doing the coding task.
Okay. Can you tell me last time what was the code you have written?
Uh, last time means before the early vacation, I did one Alembic changes for our code to have the new table created in the Oracle DB with the Alembic script. So that is my recent push to our branch.
Okay, so can you explain about the module and the packages in Python?
Yes. So in the module, we have means class functions or variables defined in the one file, and that has the extension .py. So for that file, we called it as a module, and the grouping of module is nothing but the package in the Python. And in order to create the package, we need to group that all file into one directory, and we need to have the underscore underscore init underscore underscore .py file in that directory.
Okay. Could you please tell me some advantage on that? Why and why it is required, and and some example also explain, please.
Yeah, means in the bigger project, what happened that means day by day we are adding the new features. If we go with the single module, then that file size will increase day by day, and in some point of time means it's hard to find some piece of code because there is no logical relationship. Okay, so that is hard to then maintain that code on in the single file. So that's why this modularity concept come into picture, and means we are dividing that logically related entities into one package, and means in the one module, so that it's easier.
Okay.
That's why if we, means Odoo ERP example itself means in that you will find the small modules apps for the functionality, like for sale we have a sale module. For the partner manage means customer management, we have partner module. Then we have accounting, then accounting reports, then for HR we have HR module. Inside that also we have different files, models files. So likewise means that's easier to manage and maintain the code in the long run.
Okay, all right. Could you please explain the Django architecture?
Yes. So Django follows the MVT pattern, mm, model view template pattern. It's similar to the MVC. Yeah, means in that what happening that in the Django server means client give request to the Django server, and then Django server maintain the URL lookup table there. They will look for the mapping to the views, and once that URL is means found, then the mapped view getting called, and inside that view we have a logic to interact with the database system, and if required means that is not necessary. So will get interacted with the DB to get the data, then prepare the context, and that context is given to the template for rendering, and that template response is prepared and sent back to the client on the browser side.
Okay, what are the best practice to develop RESTful web services?
Uh, Best practice. No, it's sorry. Hello.
Hello, yes. Have you worked with REST API?
Yeah, I work with.
Okay, can you explain one example how to do that and how to set up that initially, then how we'll implement that and develop, design and implement. Can you explain in short?
Hello. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
So my question was how REST API to designing, building and implementing. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Basically, REST API is implemented by using the JSON technology, JavaScript object notation. So it's basically a lightweight data structure. So it will not consume the more bandwidth on the network. So that's why, and it is means understandable by every language. So what we say, it's intermediate, means not bound to the any technologies. So that's why we prefer to have the JSON with the REST APIs. If you say how to implement or design that API, then we need to have the list of endpoint defined